Family, what's good? What's good? Yo, have a seat, have a coffee, let's talk. So I'm going through the internet and I come across a few articles, right? So for the last few days, I did know that apparently we're supposed to be experiencing or potentially experiencing in the North American continent, I don't know about the rest of the world, an internet blackout. How true is this? I don't know because this has been spoken of for quite some time. So what you're looking at here is the Parker Space Probe that was launched in 2018 from the US, right? Out towards the sun. And let's discuss some things. I'll kind of speak freely, shoot from the hip, but let's talk about some things. I'll read the article. So the NASA spacecraft travels through the solar winds, remember that, solar winds, to find a source of the potential internet collapse. So this was dated June 7th. Okay. So Berkeley, California, NASA's Parker Solar Probe has ventured through the solar winds for the first time in a proactive effort to prevent a potential internet collapse in our future. The spacecraft maneuvered close to the solar wind's origin near the surface of the sun, where a continuous stream of charged particles originates from the outermost atmosphere known as the corona. Withstanding intense heat and radiation, the Parker Space Probe is gathering new insights into the function of our star. Previous studies have already revealed how intense solar storms could one day cause planet-wide blackouts by interfering with Earth's electronic signals. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is, there's more, obviously, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this link. I'm going to put this link in the description box, but let's talk about a couple of things. So this space probe was launched in 2018, sent out through, our barrier. If you believe that this thing is a ball, a rock floating in space, it was sent through our barriers, i.e. the thermosphere, exosphere, Van Allen belts, into freaking deep space and everything else, exposed to all this radiation and all this solar heat, right? And then it gets near the sun, to and near the sun. And so it's getting into the sun's, or closer to the sun's atmosphere. So if you know anything, or if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up as well. The surface of the sun is around, they claim, 10,000 degrees hot, right? Whether it's Celsius or Fahrenheit, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't remember. But this is what trips me out, is the surface of the sun is actually cooler than the atmosphere, the sun's atmosphere, right? So once you leave the surface of the sun, it actually gets hotter. Upwards of around 300 million degrees hotter. So this is what we're talking about, right? So that's how hot the sun is. And the sun is supposed to be 109 times bigger than the earth or something like that. This is what we're being told. It's probably all a bunch of BS, but this is what mainstream science has told us. Right? And so they've been drumming up the craziness of how the Parker Space Probe is out there figuring some things out, sending and relaying information back to us on Earth, right? And we could potentially experience an internet blackout. So let me tell you what I think the source of the internet blackout is. Now, here we go. This is Odin's, man. Pretty good channel. Guy's a former Marine. Actually, not pretty good. It's an awesome channel. Guy's a former Marine. He talks about the stuff a lot of people are afraid to talk about. And he's a good dude. Awesome channel. Very good content. Highly recommend subscribing to him. Let's get to it.
A lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is, well, I'm willing to work with both teams, but I'm just working with whoever is willing to work with me. It was cracking. You know what it...
Okay, so y'all heard what he said. And if you know anything about anything, we know recently that Ice Cube has talked about, hey, I'm going to come and I'm going to talk, right? So he's going to get on radio shows. He's going to get on podcasts. He's going to talk with any and everybody. It's not going to be secluded strictly to just black people or a certain people from a certain demographic, right? He's talking to everyone. And he's talking about not being in the club. This is what I honestly feel, folks. Okay? I honestly feel that he ain't the only one. There are a lot of people just like him with a lot of power, money, influence that feel the same way he does. And a lot of people in his position, they've been a little bit more vocal with letting people know what the truth is. And without him saying in so many words that he's going to drop some truth, he's getting ready to drop some truth, right? And so the Parker space probe is sending information back, right, to say, hey, we might suffer an internet blackout because they're getting us ready to knock the internet out. More than likely, this is what they have in mind, because people with this money and influence is going to start talking, and a lot of people are going to start getting upset. And a lot of those that don't have that power, money, and influence, that pay all these bills, that have to pay all this, that have to suffer with ailments and everything else, and be overwhelmed with work, they're going to hear about this news, and they're going to be upset too. So before it gets to that critical point of critical mass, they're probably going to knock the internet out. I could see this happening. They're going to pull the plug on the internet. I mean, I've been wrong before. I have been wrong before. Maybe I'm going a little bit high and right. I don't know. But in my heart of hearts, if the internet were to go out, this would be a good reason why. Because it's going to come to a point where there are going to be a lot of people like Ice Cube. Maybe not even with the same power and influence, just have been around a lot of other people. And they're going to start looting the airwaves with the same stuff. They're going to be like, yeah, I was with this guy, I was with these people. It's going to go from people in Hollywood, people in the music industry, to people in high places, higher places, like government, in industry, and everything like that. The monarchy. Everybody's head is going to be put on the chopping block. Everybody that has any kind of sway, power, and influence is going to be exposed. Because the truth, this internet, I'm telling you, man, it's going to expose a lot of truths. It's going to expose a lot of truths, and a lot of people are going to be upset. And with these people that are normally drones and are controlled, they're going to see the truth for what this place really is. This is why I say, man, flat Earth is such a critical topic, because it's the basic of topics, right? This is the first lie we experience coming out the womb. I'm not trying to discuss flat Earth in this particular video, but it's so important to understand why flat Earth is an important topic. And this right here is part of it. This right here, I honestly feel, is part of it. Ice Cube is going to he may let the cat out the bag. He may get a talking to. I pray for him, and I hope that nothing happens to him or his family. But here's the thing, man, is this is how the truth doesn't come out. They get close to you, they get close to your family, and then you keep your mouth shut because you don't want to see your family hurt. Hell, they get close to you, your family, the people that cut your hair, that do your lawn, your dogs, your sheep, your cow, everything that you hold dear to your heart, they will try to ruin, destroy, or kill if you decide you don't want to play ball. And he seems frustrated. He seems very frustrated. He doesn't want to play ball. And this is an example of why this coronal loop is going to come around and destroy the internet. Ain't no coronal loop going to happen. They're so full of shit. They're talking about this space probe is flying at 500,000 miles an hour around the sun. They're saying that it's over 90 million miles away, 80 some odd miles away from Earth, sending signals. And it was sent in 2018. You know, if you want to believe that, go right ahead. This is what's happening. This is what's truly going down. Keep your eyes open. I don't know. Other than that, YouTube family, that's what I'm going to leave y'all with. Wish y'all nothing but the best. I'm out here chilling in Japan. Nothing but the best. Health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity. And with that, I'm out. I love you. Peace.